Hi everyone and welcome. Good evening. I guess that we had issues with the other broadcast and many people could not hear me. So that's why we are starting all over again. It's nice to have you here, and my name is Rafiat Akinpelu and I welcome you to this class. I hope you can hear me now. If you can, please put in the chat box. I can hear you. Without wasting much of our time, let's get started. Today we'll be looking at sales funnel. This is an integral part of your affiliate marketing journey. And if you have not mastered this, it is like you not being serious about your journey as an affiliate marketer. Like I said previously, if you are not able to see the screen properly, I would suggest that you check your resolution. Your YouTube might be trying to manage your data for you. Click on manage your resolution and you should be good. Put it on the highest resolution because I am streaming on the highest resolution here. With that being said, let's get started. Please note I'll be recording this session, so if for adventure you missed any part of it, you can easily go back to it. All right, so now what is sales funnel? Imagine the typical funnel that we all know that you use. Yes, you see how wide it is on the surface. Like the top of the funnel is always wide. Then as it comes down, it starts controlling. It starts becoming smaller, smaller, smaller. Do you get it? It starts bringing serious business into the keg or into the container. That is a simple analogy for your sales funnel. Your sales funnel are those imaginary steps you put in place for your customers to move from the position of a stranger to that of a buying customer. Do you understand? Imagine having, like, there are all the steps that you would take that would help you to move 1,000 people that come into your funnel to you getting 100 sale. Definitely not everybody that comes into your funnel is serious, right? So now it is your sales funnel that helps you to streamline it from the position of that would help you to recognize those who are serious from those who are just there to follow the crowd. There are so many things to put in place when you are talking about sales funnel, and I'll be explaining them in this class. So now, just whenever you hear the word sales funnel, look at this funnel on your screen and imagine how it started narrowing down into a tiny amount. It's that tiny part that will end up determining the number of people that actually buy. It is that tiny hedge that gives you control, and that is where the sales actually happen. So always bear that in mind. Okay, so now, what are the steps required for you to run an effective funnel? I mean, the overall essence of today's class is making sure that you have an effective funnel. So now I'll be explaining the steps involved to help you guarantee an effective funnel. These are 4 major steps, and if you miss any part of it, it means you are not serious with what you are doing. It means you are not serious as an affiliate marketer. So your job as an affiliate marketer is to master all 4 steps on this in your sales funnel. You have to master all 4 steps. So now, what are the steps I'm talking about? The first step is your traffic or your lead generation, which is absolutely important. It is the oil of your business. Then your pre-sale, your nurturing, and your closing. I'll be explaining them in details in subsequent videos, in subsequent slides. So the next part of this is, okay, your assignment. Definitely remember, you promised in the beginning of this class that you are willing to do whatever it takes to excel on this journey, right? So now, remember I told you your assignments are given for a purpose. I mean, it is going to help you to get started. So by now, I trust that you have written and strategically placed your goal card in a place that you can see it every freaking minute to remind you of your goal. I also expect that by now, you must have signed up with an affiliate network, mastered your dashboard, and played around the product marketplace. You know your way around your marketplace right now. By now, also, you must have selected a product to sell. You have understood the pain point of your audience, and you know why your product is a great solution. Like for your audience, it's a great solution to help your audience solve their problem, right? So we'll continue. What is traffic generation? What is lead generation? I'm sure you must have heard lead. In Lagos, when we even hear the word traffic, we are mostly scared because, please, I cannot count. Traffic, Lagos, God forbid. But trust me, for any serious marketer, traffic is a huge source of sale for you. This explains why someone who is selling gala on Third Mainland Bridge would rather pray that there is traffic 24/7. Do you think when everybody is praying, God, let the government do something about our traffic, those people selling inside the traffic, they will never pray for that. In fact, when there's no traffic, they will be sad, because traffic is the oil of your sale. Imagine when someone who is selling gala and pure water stays strategically on Third Mainland Bridge during traffic hours after close of work. Most of you are hungry. Most of you want a drink. Most of you cannot wait to get home to eat. And as a result, unconsciously, you decide to buy from those people. This is the power of traffic. Because you realize that you need that traffic to thrive. You realize that you need to sustain yourself when there is traffic. Many people will buy only when there is a large amount of people to choose from. It's just like you having 1,000 people and you're having a sales target of just selling 10, and 1,000 people is there for you to pitch to. It wouldn't be difficult for you to find 10 people out of that 1,000 people. So if there is anything you are going to take out of this call, it is whatever you do, never run short of your traffic source. Now imagine, try to this person on your dashboard, this picture. Can you see that person carrying the microphone? That is your job as an affiliate marketer. That is your job as a digital marketer. Your job is to carry that microphone and announce on all social media that you are selling that thing. You are selling that thing that is your product. Your job is to make sure that everybody is interested in your product, and with this you can be sure that there is no way you will not have sale. So now, if peradventure someone comes to you, please hold on. So if peradventure someone comes to you and tells you that, oh, I need someone that does this, and apparently it is something you do, it is a product you offer, it's a service you offer, and that person is unable to say that, okay, Lagbaja, I thought you do this thing, then it means you have not done a good job. It means you have not effectively announced yourself. Like, when people think about your product, they should naturally think about you. Understood? So your job is to create awareness for your product in whatever manner you choose. I mean, literally carry a microphone. That is why when anybody thinks about affiliate marketing, they think about high rated. When anybody thinks about Expertnear, an affiliate network, they naturally think of Toyon Motor Show. When anybody thinks about online shopping mall, they think about Jumia in Nigeria. Do you understand? So your job is to position yourself in a way that when anybody thinks about your products, even though you're not the only one selling that product, let them naturally think about you. It is only that in that way that you can guarantee that you can make sale. The more the people that come into your funnel, the higher your chances of making quality sale. So from today henceforth, your job is to make sure that you find those people that are aware, like you should make people aware of your product and let them understand that, oh, you are selling XYZ. Remember that product you chose? There was a reason you chose it, isn't it? You understood the pain points of your audience. And it is with that knowledge that you start building your audience. So I'm giving you a task today. Go back to your page, your WhatsApp status, your audience. Go and start creating awareness of your product in whatever way you know on your status. I mean, you can do something like this. Please ignore the background noise, please. Give me a minute. I'm so sorry. I needed to do something. So, like I was saying, your job is to make sure that, like now, I want you to go on your status and start creating awareness about, oh, you came across XYZ products and it has so many amazing, like it has so many amazing benefits. It does XYZ. I mean, you did your product research, so you know why your products are amazing. So I want you to start creating that awareness on your status. Write your copies and let me see what it looks like. Before the end of this class, I'm going to give you a formula for your great copies. And trust me, it's definitely going to change your lead generation game altogether. So now, like I said, there are two types of lead generation. One, they call it free traffic, but it is actually for best effect, it is called organic traffic. I mean, it is not free traffic because even though you are not paying money, you are paying with time. I would explain that in subsequent videos. And this involves you generating traffic through Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, just anywhere you can generate lead online. I mean, just think about it. You will be strolling online and you see different people advertising different things, right? They are trying to raise traffic, they're trying to do lead generation. Do you understand? But then I will explain the pros and cons to you in the next slide. So now, when you are doing this free traffic, there are so many ways you can do it, and I think I will explain this in the next slide. The next option you have is paid traffic. Like the name states, paid traffic. You are paying with it. You are paying with money to buy your time. So when you have the money to run your ads and all of that, you can relax and not even stress yourself so much. Further information will come on the next slide. So now I want to look at the difference between free traffic and paid traffic. Difference between free traffic and paid traffic. Free traffic, they call it free traffic, but it costs time, which means it is not free. In fact, nothing is free in this world. Trust me, you are paying one way or the other. There is no free lunch anywhere, not even in Freetown. You pay for your lunch. So if you are not paying with money, you are paying with your time. That is it with free traffic. So you have to have so much time on your hands. There's no way you say you do not have money to run hard, and at the same time you do not have money. It is not possible. If you don't have money, then you definitely have time, because if it is your time that is expected to generate the money for you. So you'll be paying with your time. So the next thing is lead generation. Okay, on free traffic, lead generation are slow as it involves manual posting. So now, like I promised earlier, there's a formula for your free traffic. A formula that I used when I was using paid traffic, free traffic, and that formula works a lot. The formula is called CLAM. CLAM. I want you to take note of it, write it down. CLAM. That is the formula for generating free traffic. C as in click, L as in like, A as in had, and M as in message. I repeat, C as in click, L as in like, A as in had, and M as in message. For you to understand better, I am going to explain. Now imagine you are on, what's it called? You're on TikTok. I'm using a random social media that came to my mind, for example. You're on TikTok and the owner of, like, you came across a post and you're like, oh, this person might be a good customer. She might need my product. You know, you're never sure about anything. She might need my product. The first thing you have to do is, for you to have seen that person, that means you saw a product, right? You saw a post. Click on that post. You know, yeah, that means watch the video, read the post she did or whatever, so that you can try to have an understanding of who she is or who he is, right? After you have done that, like the post. You did not like the post because you like that person, or because you like her. You might like her, you might not like her. Nobody cares. But the reason why you like that post is so that that social media platform is going to notify that person of your existence. I rated liked your post. Really? Huh? Thank you. I rated. This is that person. This that. You have already warmed. Yoruba will say you have daomi tutu siwaju. So you have domisile siwaju so that you can tell ile tutu. For the non-Yoruba speakers, it means literally you have poured cold water in the front so that you can step on cold ground. What do I mean? By liking a post, you naturally be in a good book that, oh wow, this person like my post, is a nice person. Thank you for liking my post. Then I now want to even feed that person ego very well. You had the person up. Excuse me. Please, I don't want you to forget the fact that I'm just trying to do this. I am in serious pain. So that's why I'm like not consistent with my thoughts. Like my eye is paining me big time. That was why I have to put off my video. I don't want to see what state my eyes is in right now. So, like I was saying, had that person up. Oh wow, I have a new follower. I have a new send friend request if it is Facebook and all. Actually, that person will be like, oh, I saw this person liked my post. And now the person sent a friend request, they will confirm your friend request immediately. Or when you had them up, you subscribe and all, they will be open to you naturally. They consider you, this person is a nice person. They want to, like, their mind is open to you already, like you have already cleared the spot in their mind already, and they are like, oh wow, this person is nice, is that. Then you just kill it up, you seal it up with a message. Oh, hi rated. I came across your post on XYZ matters and it's so enlightening. I so much love it and I learned this from it. Trust me, it is not about that post that you are sending a message or you are sending him a message, but it is you trying to create a connection with that person. Do you get? You are trying to create a connection, and that is a very important part because this person is a cold stranger to you before. You need to convert that person. You need to put that person in a state that she can start trusting you. Do you get it? So now by sending out the message and everything, oh, thank you very much. I'm happy that you like it, this, that. Oh, my name is Rafiat Akinpelu. I am this. I deal in this. Oh, don't try to sell her anything. She will introduce us. Oh, can I know you? I would like to be your friend if you don't mind, because I want to learn more from you. And the person will be like, oh, sure, no problem. And the person would, you're not collecting money from her now, so why not? She's fine with it. The next thing you are going to now do after a while is, oh, I am hosting a webinar on XYZ matters and I feel like it might interest you. Would you want to be a part of it? Person like, oh, really? Hope I'm not going to pay money. Oh, no, the webinar is for free and you can determine what you want to do from there going forward. And the person like, oh, sure, I'm in. Then you send your link to that person. Click on this link to get started. Now, your job is to do at least, you need to do this for 20 people daily. Understood? You need to do this for at least 20 people daily, like add up at least 20 new people daily and try to build a connection. The end goal is dropping your link with them. I'm going to show you how to do that before this class ends. So now, remember, you don't have money. You don't have to pay money for it, but it definitely costs time, no doubt. And you have to pick one or the two if you are serious minded on this journey. Then now, as a result of that, lead generation are slow most of the time, as it involves manual posting. You have to be posting everywhere, like on your own. If you do not post one day, then you should expect that you're not going to get any lead. Then the quality of lead that might come out of free traffic is sometimes low. Do you get it? So now, if you are talking to 100 people, eventually maybe 5 or 6 people will buy. That it's a high chance that it is that low, or sometimes even 2 or 3. Do you get it? It is like that because you can't talk to so many people, you can't reach so many people at once. Then, which in turn leads to low amount of sales, like I just explained. Then we are moving to paid traffic. Paid traffic, as its name calls, paid traffic involves money. You have to spend money, but guess what? You have time. Like you can easily set up your ad and go and sleep, and people will start coming into your funnel themselves. I mean, your lead will start coming into your funnel themselves. Your job is just to instruct Facebook. I want to spend 1,000 naira on lead, on ad to XYZ people. How to set up your Facebook ad and all will definitely be touched in the course of this call. In the course of subsequent, like probably the last week, I would explain Facebook ad and all of that. You can do it, and eventually you can go to bed and your lead will start coming. While I'm on this call, leads are coming into my phone. I'm sure you can get to if you can. This means that you have plenty of time to do other things. And once you've set up your funnel, you already have your auto contact save, your auto responder set up, and all of that, then you are good to go. You just keep finding them in your funnel, like everything has been done for you. I will explain the process to you before this call ends. So now, as a result of paid traffic, you can get increased overall sales, right? So let's proceed. We are moving to pre-sale, the pre-sale element of your stage in the sales funnel, effective sales funnel. Remember, I said we have lead generation, we have pre-sale, we have nurturing, then we have closing. This pre-sale is an important, very important aspect of this. Like I said, every part of this sales funnel creation out of this 4 that I mentioned is important. So you don't want to underemphasize any part of it. But in the course of this pre-sale, you make sure that all the knowledge that you have on your product, remember you did product research in your last class, all the knowledge that you generated, it is during this pre-sale that you would showcase it. Like you don't have to be to try to be calm or something. Blow your trumpet, let them know that you know these things. Do you understand? This is what builds confidence. Like your customer will be like, oh, this person actually knows our onions. This person knows what our craft is, and I'm safer with this person. Remember, you're not the only one selling that product. So, how much of confidence you're able to build in your customers, in your leads, will determine how much confidence they have in you, which will in turn determine how many people will buy from you in the long run. So your job is, if you have not done a good job with your, what's it called? If you have not done a good job with your pre-sale, with your product research, I want you to go back. That product that you chose, why did you choose it? Is it something you can defend? Do you understand it? Do you have a network, an affiliate network that is offering that product? I saw some of you sending in your answers, and I realized you did not understand that. Probably, I hope tomorrow when I'm much better, I can talk to you more about that. So if you do not understand, please don't hesitate to send me a message and I'll try as much as possible to respond. I wouldn't be hosting another class tomorrow because I need to attend to, I have another class for my new intakes. So I might not be able to attend to this class today. But just if you do not understand any element of this, drop a message on the group page. Please, not in my DM, not in my private box, on the group page, because I have pinned the group page. So naturally, I would see messages that come there faster than I'll see the ones that come into my funnel, in my DM. So that being said, I also said in this that this is when you convince your product that you are knowledgeable in your chosen niche. So don't underestimate the power of pre-sale. So now, how do you actually pre-sale? This is a very important aspect of this class. This is an important element and you don't want to play with it. Do you understand? So now, when you are starting with organic traffic, oh, I forgot to mention that while I gave you the differences between your paid traffic and your free traffic, I recommend strongly that you should start with free traffic. This gives you the opportunity to actually spend more time on your product. You get to understand the kind of questions your audience asks. It helps you to prepare for the large numbers that will come in when you start running paid ads. Do you understand? Like I made my first 200,000 naira on affiliate marketing using free traffic, I mean organic traffic. It is not impossible. It is very doable, and probably in the next class, I'm going to explain in details how I had done that. Someone please drop it on the group page to remind me if I did not mention it on my own by tomorrow. I'm going to make our next class I'll explain that in full in the next class. So now, for your free traffic, your best bet is that you should start leverage on one-on-one conversation with your lead. You want to build a great relationship with your lead. You have not done it before. Don't try to say, wait for your master class. People don't have that chill pill, especially when they've not heard of you before. So for starters, try to talk to your customers one-on-one. Like if one person comes to your funnel today, explain your product to that person in details. Like make sure that nobody leaves your funnel until they are adequately educated about your product. So that one-on-one conversation would not only help you like get and land your closing faster, it also helps you to build a kind of trust, a level of authority with your audience. So when Bisola remembers I rated tomorrow, Bisola knows that I rated knows her onions. I chatted with her once and she was able to educate me. I was like, wow, person know her thing. Do you understand? That is your job. So for every lead that comes into your funnel, at least at this stage, make sure you have a one-on-one conversation with them. Explain your solution to them, explain your product to them one-on-one. Then as you are growing, like when you start having like an average of 10 people, 8 people come to your funnel every day, you can leverage broadcast method. So when the person comes to your funnel, you can tell them that, okay, by 6 p.m. I'll be coming will you be free by 6 p.m.? They'll say yes. Okay, I'll be explaining the details to you by 6 p.m. You yourself, you know that you have added them into a broadcast list. Everybody that came in that day, you have added them to a broadcast list. And probably when it's like 5 minutes to 6 or something, you're like, hey, are you available to chat now? It's almost 6 p.m. Like, oh, sure. It's you that know that it is broadcast message. They do not know. And when they said they'll start responding individually, but you are not checking your individual message per se. Then when it is 6 a.m., hi, hello, don't let them know that you're talking to more than one person at once because it might not sit well with them. So, hello, as regards your earlier interest on XYZ product, once again, I welcome you to a session with me, and trust me, at the end of the session, it's going to do XYZ, the objective of the session. So now, what exactly is product XYZ. Educate them, you start. You are chatting in that broadcast list like you're chatting with one person, but it's you that know that you're talking to more than one person at once. They will not know. So try to make it as personal as possible. So when you're sending messages on that broadcast list, make sure you are sending it in a manner that you're addressing one person. They'll think you yourself, put it in your mind that you're addressing one person. However, it is delivering to multiple people at once. Then you can also leverage webinars or video sales letter. This is when you get to like when you have a level of authority on your job. If you have a level of authority on your if you have a level of authority in this, like on the journey, when you have a level of authority, then you can decide on, okay, let's do it like this. I'll be hosting a webinar by XYZ time. You can join me, use this link to join me during the webinar. And that person like, okay, fine, great. They will all come and you address them, or use a video sales letter. This video sales letter is the point that, what's it called now? With your video sales letter, the owner of the course would have naturally created that for you. The owner of the product would have naturally created that for you, and you'll be able to like address them like they would have told you. Like nobody explains something more than the owner. The product creator would have done a good job convincing people that their product is good. So you could just share that video with them, and you definitely land yourself, because that video will definitely do a good job. For those of you that wanted to buy 72 IG, remember those of you that came to me first in the beginning, I was like, okay, watch this video, and that video would explain everything you need to know aside the masterclass I have heard. Then also you could also choose to use ebooks, like write a book on the topic. You write ebook, like an ebook is just writing something on a probably Word document, convert it to a PDF drive, convert it to a PDF document, create a cover for it and attach it to it and share it with them. That book is supposed to explain everything you need to know on the product, and you're good. You just share it with them. That could also be another source of pre-sale. Just make sure that everything you write on that book is more than enough to convince them that you are an authority in the field. Then you can choose to use WhatsApp group. When they come into your funnel, send them to your group. Once they come to your funnel, send them into a group, and you address the group at once. I'm sure most of you went through my WhatsApp group class. It works a lot, but I do not recommend it for my students, because people hijack funnel. People come into your WhatsApp group and take all your leads away if you're not careful. So the next part of this call is nurturing. Nurturing. What do I mean by nurturing? This is where you constantly wet the field in a bid to help your prospect arrive at a conclusion faster. I mean, at this point, you are definitely going to be like, now during that pre-sale, it's like you have planted a seed. You have planted a seed in their heart about that product. Then you now start nurturing them, putting it on their status. It's like you're baiting them, putting it on your status, explaining, oh, benefit of people who have done it, blah blah blah. Do you get it? You adequately water the seed that you have planted. Or imagine you as a farmer, you planted probably a cashew seed and you put it in the ground and just cover the ground and just go away like that. Do you think anybody would want to buy that product afterwards? Do you think that seed rather would grow afterwards? No. So after you have done your pre-sale, your job is to water it. Your job is to send reminders. Your job is to let them know that this thing, it works. This product works, and you'll be amazed at the result that comes out of it. You dangle all the baits, and you'll be surprised at the feedback you will get. Now, how do you nurture your leads? The first thing you do is you remind your lead to take action on the pre-sale. That is what you have told them to do. Probably watch video, attend webinar, YouTube lead, whatever you have asked them to do during the pre-sale, remind them. For those, you can tell them that, oh, if you use masterclass, you can tell them that if you miss the masterclass, you can go back and read, something like that. Make sure you are doing that reminder every time. Never underestimate the step. Like, it is very important, because you'll be surprised that many people would not actually read it. They don't follow instructions when you tell them the first time. So you have to remind them, like, at least consistently, so that, oh, Dr. Mani, this person actually sent me something. Let me quickly go and check what is there. And you'll be surprised at the feedback you get. Also, post result of people who took the required action. Then make sure you post before and after testimonials. Dangle the solution to their problem as discovered during product research. You identify the product, you identify the problem, you found a solution. So now that solution, dangle it in their face on your broadcast, on your WhatsApp status, create broadcast messages, all of those things. Do all of them and you see results. Then lastly, let them know that what they desire is achievable if only they can take the results. Do you understand? Let them know that everything they wanted that have brought them into your sales funnel, it is achievable if only they decide to take the results, if they decide to take the action that you are suggesting, that is your own call to action. So the next thing, okay, now I'm going to give you a formula on how to write a great copy, a great nurturing copy, because it is very important. You don't just write, come and buy what I am selling. Your mommy and your daddy will not die. That's the worst form of selling you can ever do. Do you understand? It is the worst form of selling you can ever do. So now, how do you write a great copy? The first thing is you have to make them curious. You will not just say, I sell XYZ product. This product is going to do this and that for you. Imagine you start like, oh, imagine what happened to my neighbor yesterday. Naturally, anybody that sees that heading gets curious. What happened to your neighbor yesterday? They want to know what happened. And that will make them read your copy. Then you introduce a story. It could be fictional story or real. Introduce a story. Then the next thing you do is you connect your story with the offer. Do you understand? You connect your story with the offer. Then you close with a killer call to action. You close with a killer call to action. Then you write a conclusion on your story. Then re-emphasize your call to action. So imagine something like this. I'm saying that last night was the most scary night in my life. I woke up, I was drenched in sweat, desperately fighting for my life. And I was like, no, the end has come. How did I get here? Naturally, people are curious. What happened? This, that. Do you get it? This is me just forming something from the top of my head. My phone has spoiled. My laptop stopped working. There was no light, and my generator has developed a fault without any hope of repair. I checked my wallet and I was extremely broke, and I started painting those imagination. I was like, no, this must not happen to me. How did I get here? X, Y, Z. While I was struggling, while I was fighting, I was desperately fighting for my life. And the next thing I checked, I found myself awake. So I was dreaming all along. I knew it. This must not happen to me, because I have invested in an high valued product that has helped me solve this problem. I cannot end up being broke anymore, because I have mastered the hack of money creation, of wealth creation, blah, blah. Do you get it? I've connected it to the product. Now you can also buy this product by clicking on the link below, because blah, 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 blah. Click on the link now as blah blah blah. You get the gist by now. Do you get it? This is me writing a copy from the top of my head. Definitely it can be better, but I hope you get the gist now. That story is going to lure people to read to the end. as against just you telling them, but come and buy this thing. It will do this for you. It will do that for you. People will get bored of reading it over and over again. But paint different scenarios. Write story A today, write story B tomorrow, write C the day after. And like at the end, it all comes back to the same thing. Buy product X. Naturally, that would help you attain a better state in their presence as compared to you just going through the traditional ways others are doing it. Now, we move to the next part of this, closing your sale. This is the most important thing, and there are strategies to it. You have done so much work, like you have done so much work in the process of trying to get these people to come to that end of the funnel. Remember, closing your sale is the end of the funnel. You have done so much work trying to get those people into that funnel to the point that they have gotten to that point. So you don't want to mess it up. It is the point where your lead is already convinced beyond doubt that your product is the solution to their problem. That means before you get to this point, you have done a very beautiful job. They only want something small at this point, so find it and give it to them. What could it be that they are looking for? Some of them want to be sure you are not a scam, so they only need a video call. Can I do a video call with you? Definitely schedule a call with them, and you're fine. They'll make their sale. Some just want to talk to you. Sometimes you'll be surprised that what they want to talk about is almost not important, but honor them. Take up that call. Schedule a call with them, and you'll be surprised that they'll pay afterward. Also, some of them might have a couple of objections, but remember, you have done your own product research. You understand your product more than any other person. So once they are coming with that objection, you have to be able to tackle their objection in a manner that will help them to trust your product more. And then you can introduce a discount, but be very careful so that you not spend all the money you have made on discounts. Please don't meet a prospect in person. Remember, safety first. You don't want to meet your prospect in person because of safety reason. People can be dubious. It might be their way to lure you, right? You don't want to be lured. So if anybody asks for a physical meeting, if it is a stranger, tell them no, you are not available. But you can organize a video call session with them. You can do a Zoom meeting or a Google Meet, whichever one, where you can interact in real time. So now, what should you do? Your first step is setting up your WhatsApp to be ready for your leads. Now, we know that your leads are important, they are coming in, but are you ready to welcome them into your funnel? If you aren't, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to get a dedicated line for your business. I mean, get a line. Don't use your personal line because it might be annoying in the long run when strangers start coming into your funnel. Get a dedicated line for this business. Then set up WhatsApp on that line. Like set up WhatsApp on that line. Then you set up your your WhatsApp link. Visit wal link and follow the prompt. I'm going to do a screen record detailing how I do this, and I'm going to drop it on the group. Set up your autoresponder. I will drop a link detailing how to do all of that, and the link to getting a free autoresponder. I will drop it on the group. Then set up your auto contact save. When all these people start coming into your funnel, you don't want to start saving numbers one after the other. It's annoying. So I'll share a software with you that will help you to automatically save the contact when they come into your funnel. So this is your assignment against the next class. Remember, attempting your assignment is a very important part of this. Once again, my name is Rafiat Akinkwelu, and I hope you enjoyed this session. Please drop a review on the group once you have listened to this video and share your thoughts with me. Have a wonderful night ahead, everyone, and I wish you success on this journey.